Oh, you are still tuned in to the Game Entertainment Network that we go live. Is it working? Let me check this up. Check. Check, double check, then check if it's working. It is early in the morning, but I gotta see it working. Yep, it's working. Texas A&M at number 7, Michigan. Get your popcorn ready. Oh, gotta make sure my okay, Underwood. Oh yeah, I remember Bryce Underwood. Yeah. Ooh, 98, 93, 94. 98, 93, 94. Oh, 98, 98, 94, 94. Texas A&M. Welcome to the Game Entertainment Network to this early morning special, man. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday. It is out there. Is it Tuesday? Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday out there. Uh, let him hold it, man. Let him do what he do. And as far as the other corners, we gonna go head away, bam, and let everybody else do their thing. Silver got to step up, man. He got to be, what he is. He got to be what he is, man. He got to step up. It is what it is. I feel like putting Gainwell in to let him do what he do. I think he can do the man in the zone, but not good enough. So we're gonna keep on the bench, but we'll slide him in periodically, and that's it. That's us. We gotta go. Let's get it. Uh, see here. Let's see here. Right, 1 second here. What up? What up, Z? Good morning to you, bro. Hope you having a night. Hope you slept good last night, man. Hope you slept good last night, man. Let me see here. All right, we gotta come out here and do the unthinkable, and we doing it with a man who ain't got that much starts. Uh, let me see here. Okay, so let's see. Make sure you're ready to search. Ready to search. Uh, Michigan. I mean, this is a big game for us. Putting it in the hands of a man who only had one start, you know. But you know, felt like he ready. You know, played pretty good. Got the highest completion percentage out of everybody. You know. Or should we give Bret Hart another go? Did he learn his lesson by sitting on the bench? We don't know. We're gonna let Vernon do his thing. I think due to the line not being good, with him being able to run in case a sack is coming, makes him the better quarterback for us since the O line is not ready. I think that's what. Okay, we're searching. Here we go. Good luck, man. And enjoy the game. I just told him good luck. Told him he won't need it though. He won't need to look. I'm going to need to look. Here we go. I'm finna lock in, y'all. Give y'all the a no excuse performance. Let's get it.
Some call it being a diva. When you're
Good morning to all y'all.
An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire
really
team.
Appreciate it.
And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Caught in the backfield, it's Norman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On target to the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good timing on the quick out.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll line up for a second down play. Oh, they're after him. They'll run the screen. Find some fresh air. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Picked off. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
Man, he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. He slings it deep to the left. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Bond. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
First down here for the offense. Handoff to the lone back. Got a little space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Texas A&M going up tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Hart. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low-line drive and not his best work. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Rush is on him. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Texas A&M going quickly. Dropping back, it's Hart. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Norman. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here comes the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air from the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass.
Wide open spaces. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this...
A lot of room to the right. The 20. He's at the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there. The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's awesome. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Shakes off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Right back to it. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
It's a draw. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Got his man on the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by just 1 over Toledo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finding an escape route. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been
turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late. And
he'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah,
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, yeah, thank you for tuning in, man. Let me see here. It's not preserving my voice a little bit. I got some boat going and fishing and traveling to do, so under the weather a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep it moderate, but great game by Underwood, great game by Michigan, great offense. We held the running game in check a little bit, held Underwood's running in check a little bit. Doesn't matter, you know. We're just a team of guys who don't have it together. Defense shows up, shows glimpses of promise, but the offense and the receivers are, you know, give and take. Do this and do this and do it. I gotta check the snake time out, but yeah, man, another devastating loss. Yeah, just wide open, blocking, sacks. I don't know where those pancakes came from. They probably came on runs, but yeah, just you know, just out. what it is this year. We're not what that is at all. By no means. Any given Saturday, we're trash. Uh, I think he has. I think Michigan also stated it has to do with the offensive line as well. The quarterbacks are not having time to throw, but when they do have time to throw, they don't throw it where it needs to be. And then you know what? I think let's just sum it up like this: the quarterbacks are underperforming, the offensive line is underperforming, and then in the case the offensive line and the quarterbacks do perform, the receivers drop the pass. So it's a combination of three things we're battling. Then you get an occasional holding call. You get an occasional this or that. I think it's a big offensive line problem. I'm happy that we got five red shirt offensive linemen who are all stars. I'm gonna start them all next year. Get a all new perspective on the O line with high awareness as a priority, and we will see where that leads us. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, help support the channel, and I'll see you guys soon, man. As we like to say it right here in the Game Entertainment Network. 24/7, 365. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace. And somebody out there pray for Texas A&M. Somebody pray for them because they need help out there. Quarterbacks offense is just me diving on the ground on the corner or running, not knowing what guy I am. That hurts too in certain places. But overall, man, we need help in offense. Hey, y'all take it easy, man. Y'all have a wonderful, and I mean wonderful, great, nothing but greatness on y'all Tuesday today. And I will see you guys when I see you. Next, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Kick out, so whatever it may be. Till then, peace.